lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title of today's video, we're going to be reacting to Black Swan by BTS, which I am super excited for. I have had this one recommended to me quite a few times recently on my videos, so I thought, why not check this one out today and see what it's all about. But before we do, if you guys are new to the channel, then welcome and thank you for joining. Make sure to click on that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching so I can keep making more videos like this. But with all that being said, I'm just super excited to get into this video, so let's do it. I'm curious to see what vibe we're going to get with this one. I feel like it's probably going to be maybe like a slower paced song, maybe a bit more of a deeper meaning. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I love the setting of this. I was not expecting this. This has thrown me right off course, but wow, I'm loving it. Honestly, the vibe of this one is so unique. It's not like anything I feel like I've heard before, and I love that. I also really love and appreciate as well how the title is Black Swan. And obviously when you think of Black Swan, for me anyway, I think of like ballet, and having this like whole moment of them being on the stage in just the spotlight and having all that blackness in the backing, really just almost imitating that black swan, and them all being in white. It just really plays on that dynamic so beautifully, and I love it so, so much. I love the little beat on this. Ooh. I was not expecting this tone, this vibe, but I am here for it. I really am. The way that he was saying, you know, my heart doesn't race the same as it does anymore when the music plays. And almost saying like that would be my first death. Like the thought of not having that music in my life, the thought of that music stopping me from feeling all of that love, all of that passion, all of that power, like that literally feels like death to me. Like not feeling the same hearing that music anymore literally feels like I'm losing a part of myself that I didn't know I was losing. That is so profound in saying that, like it just not feeling the same anymore. I feel like this song is definitely one that you can interpret in many ways. Like you could interpret that music as being maybe a love for somebody, you know, saying that you're sort of scared of losing that love for somebody because it's all you've known. But also I feel like as well, the way that I've interpreted that more so is saying, you know, my heart no longer races when that music plays. It's almost in a sense of you losing that passion for what you love, and that being music, like that being the heart of you. You having such like a love and a passion for music, and that being such a massive part of you and who you are. And now you're slowly almost like losing touch with that part of yourself. You're losing touch in a sense with that music, and it's almost like because of that, and because music has been such a part of you for so long and you feel like it is who you are, you're then questioning yourself when you are losing that passion and that drive and that heart for that music. And that is just so deep to think about. What I really appreciate with BTS and their music is, like I said, you can interpret it in so many different ways, and I feel like no matter who it is listening to this song, there is a way of relating in a sense to whether that's losing that love, losing that passion, losing that drive, losing that heart in something. I feel like we've all gone through those experiences of in times feeling like you're sort of in that darkness of not knowing where to move forward with, whether that's a relationship, whether that's, you know, a passion or a dream that you have. I feel like this is very much just saying like you're halted in your own mind and in your own heart because you've lost that drive for what you once had, you know? RM right now, stop it. No, I'm sorry. But the way that they just did that, are you actually joking me right now? The way that the heart and just that love has been such like a massive part of this song so far. Like talking earlier on about how your heartbeat is no longer racing. And now having this moment where they're saying heartbeat pulsing slow in my ears, bump, 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 like, and having that beat just kicking in the backing and having that bass just like hitting almost like a heartbeat. Oh my gosh, that is fire and incredible and amazing, and I love it. I'm just loving with this song as well how it feels so lyrical and contemporary is the only way I can describe it. Like it really is just playing on that whole thing of almost like ballet and just dance. Like it's almost like you're dancing through this song. It feels like a story in and of itself in the way in which it's coming across of the setting and just the tone of it and almost like having that theatrical staging. It feels very much almost like you're just watching this whole ballet play out. And I love that play on the title and that play on the video. And it just feeling so rooted within itself, I think is the only way I can describe it. I love that so much. Just have to take a moment for RM again because gorgeous, stunning, amazing, everything and more in that one shot there. This is just so different from what I was expecting, but I really appreciate and love it. It's just such a different style and tone than I've heard before from BTS, but I really am just enjoying hearing that different perspective from their music as well. I think it's just incredible. That beat, so good. Oh, sugar. Wow. Hang on a second. The way they've just said no song affects me anymore. And like my wandering feet are held in a rut. Like I can't feel that passion anymore to even want to dance, to even want to move in the way that I used to because I've just lost all passion for that right now. Like this place and this space that I'm in right now, I just am struggling to see anything outside of that darkness that I'm holding within those thoughts at the moment. Like for me right now, music and dance is just not even a thought because I'm just feeling so stuck in this, like they were saying, like this rut that I just can't escape, that I don't know how to find my way back to that love and that appreciation for what I once loved again. This really is just such a deep and impactful song that I just, again, I wasn't expecting it to hit this hard and have such like a raw emotional tone behind it. But I really am just appreciating how vulnerable it almost feels like they've been with this song in their feelings. I think it's just incredible the way that they've been able to really express that through this song. I am loving it. It's amazing. The outfits, suits, gorgeous. That, oh my gosh, that hit then. I feel like as well with this song, I think it's making me feel a bit emotional because it's almost like this feels like a cry in a sense, like a cry and just a call for people to hear like how you're feeling. Like you just want to be heard. That is what I feel like this is. And it's almost like they're saying, like, hear me now. Like, is it not enough that I'm telling you how I'm feeling? Like all you want to do is keep on filming me, keep at me with all of these different things from all these different angles and all these different opinions, and all I want to do is just explain to you like this is how I'm feeling. I am literally sinking. Like I feel like I am stuck in this, like they were saying, like this trance, and I'm not able to escape. I just feel like this is literally how I'm going to be forever. Like I'm stuck in this for eternity. And I think the line that got me the most was when he said, like, struggle, but it's all ocean floor. Like, I literally feel so much like I'm sinking to the point of, like, there is no coming back. I am literally stuck on that ocean floor at the depths of the deepest of oceans. Like, I feel so much like I just can't get pulled out of this. And that honestly is just like the thought of that. I wasn't expecting it to hit this like deep, but I feel like there was just such an emotional draw to this song in the fact of just saying like this earlier on they were saying like it's almost like a silent cry. It's like this is a cry for like them saying just look, understand what I'm trying to say, understand what I'm trying to do. You're trying to say to me to like keep pushing forward. How do you expect me to keep pushing forward when I can't even get out of this headspace, when I can't even see what's ahead of me? Because there is just so much darkness. Like, what do you expect me to do? It's just like you've lost all hope, you know? And that I think is just what's hitting even 10 times harder is just that thought of there just being nothing except for you just feeling this darkness. They look gorgeous. Oh my gosh, they're stunning. It's just again that thing of like I'll carry my own feet. Like I don't need anybody else around me telling me. Like I've got all of these people around me telling me the way I should feel, the way I should be acting, and the way that I should be, you know, pushing forward. When literally I just want to move at my own pace right now because I am just like he just said, you know, I'm the deepest depths. Like I am so below low that I physically can't listen to anything you're trying to tell me or anything you're trying to say to me or how you're telling me to act because it's physically impossible for me to break free of this. It's almost like they're saying, I don't know how many more times I've got to tell you how I'm feeling for you to understand and for you to finally listen to the fact of I cannot do this. I cannot do what you're wanting me to do because I just am so almost at that point of just being like done. It's just almost like feeling trapped within yourself because you feel like you can't be yourself because other people are almost encapsulating you into what they expect rather than them understanding that you are an individual who is feeling a specific way. They just have all of these expectations that they are wanting from you that in this moment it just feels physically impossible to meet those expectations because one, you just don't feel like you can, and two, because you're just tired of doing that. Like you're tired of having to be told how to feel and how to move and what choices to make. And ultimately feeling these feelings and being told and having to continue on in a way that you're not wanting to or you're feeling like you just aren't passionate about in the moment, it's only going to send you deeper into those darker thoughts. It's just this song, it's just honestly, it's so complex in emotions, but also just so complex in the message behind it. Being just wanting somebody to finally listen to and understand and guide you through a time of feeling so low and just in that pit of darkness, just wanting that one person to help sort of lead you into that light. It's just so unbelievably incredible. love that as well, though. I feel like now we're coming into this part of the song where it's almost saying, like, I was dragged away at one point from that love for what I had for music, for that passion, that drive. But it's almost like in this moment, it's like they're saying, I found myself again. Like it was a dark moment in time when I felt like I couldn't see what was ahead of me. But I've now been able to find myself again and find that love again. And I've sort of come back into my own with that passion. Like, I don't want to have that happen again. I don't want to have to, lose that love again. And I really appreciate as well how with that, it's almost like throughout this whole song, they've had that real theme of like the water and the ocean, and saying earlier on how they were at the depths of the ocean, like literally on the depths of the ocean floor. And now they're saying like the waves just go. I'm not going to be dragged away by those waves again. Like I am now feeling as if I'm just floating, on that water. It's almost as if they've used that symbolism of the water and the ocean to really symbolize, them going from almost sinking in that feeling and feeling so dragged down by that sense, and then almost like that reignition of hope, that reignition of faith in what they believe in and what they do, bringing them back up to the surface again. Which I love the way that they've really utilized that theme of water and just that way of just showing that story come through in that sense. They stuff on that part. So good. I love the way that they're using these lyrics to really just symbolize the fact of like they've now come back into that hope. And not only that, but having them be in that spotlight as well, like the individual spotlight moments, it really is just almost saying like we have now come back into that light among the darkness. Like they've got so much darkness surrounding them, but that spotlight being on each of them individually, it's just showcasing like we have found ourselves again, like we have found ourselves through our music again. We have found ourselves through, you know, that movement again, that dance again. That thing of them saying as well, like, nothing can devour me. I shout out with ferocity. Like, despite everything I've been through and that moment where it just felt like I couldn't see a way back, I've literally managed to find the strength and find that power to ultimately bring myself back to the realization of knowing that this is my purpose, this is my meaning, this is what I wanted from life. And I have the ability within me to push past all of those moments where I feel like I literally can't find a way out, I can't escape it. I always have that strength within myself to ultimately find my way back to the place where I know I belong. And I think that is just such a beautiful message within this song as well. Honestly, the abilities in movement are unbelievable. Wow. That honestly was so unbelievably like impactful and just completely different to what I was expecting from this song, but I really just appreciated and admired the whole message and the meaning behind it. I feel like the way that they were able to really just focus on that emotional tie to this song while still embodying, I feel like, that message of just overcoming that fear of not being able to find yourself again within that thing that you love. I think the way that that whole message was really just relayed in this song was incredible. And not to mention, obviously, the vocals, the choreo, just absolutely stunning and gorgeous. But I just love how this song in particular just felt, like I was saying earlier on, just so lyrical, so contemporary. It almost felt like a symbolism within the music itself was dance in a way, which I've not really heard before, and I can't really explain what I mean, but I feel like it was almost as if you could hear the movement of the song throughout everything, which I've not really ever heard before, I feel like, in a song. And it was just so indescribable. And this song, I feel like, is just so different from anything that I've heard before. And I just really loved this one. Like, I think this could be like one of my favorites that I've heard so far from BTS, because it is just so different and dynamic. And I really love how we had that real, just raw emotional impact and just vulnerability when it came to the lyricism. I just thought it was incredible. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along this video with me. If you did, like I said, make sure you're clicking that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with what I post on this channel. And while you're at it, why not leave a little like on this video as well? It really does help me to see what you're enjoying watching, so I can keep making more videos like this. But all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.